and we're live. There's just a few seconds delay, so let's turn that down a little bit so you can hear me before we go into our meditation. Welcome to Meditation Monday. Oops, so I can see you. There, where have you gone? There we go. Hi and welcome to Meditation Monday. I'm Theresa from Tree Heart Art Design, or Love Authentic Me, of Facebook and YouTube of the same name. Thank you for joining me. Each week I go live to do a guided meditation for about 20 minutes, half an hour. So if you want to set aside that time, you can watch it live with me. You can hit me up on the replay. Please share these meditations. They're my gift to sharing and connecting and hopefully holding space for you to connect to your creative self with mindset, meditation, and to manifest. And we are halfway to the full moon. So how are we looking with our intentions from the new moon for this month? Do you have intentions? Do you follow the cycles of the moon? Today I'm working with the heart chakra myself, and hence the green. And I was looking at doing a meditation to choose through experiences of love rather than fear. So I never know what I'm going to say until I say it once we get into it, but that was the way of my thoughts, Teresa's thoughts. But when my higher self comes through, sometimes it evolves. So couple of things I wanted to share with you, a little bit of housekeeping before we start. One is that this week in the last 9 days have been working with the Path of the Dragon, and I'm finding this a really amazing process to opening up to ourselves. We've been looking at our natal astrology charts and looking at where in those charts we have lack, maybe there's a void, and who in our life represents those anchors to hold us to the physical while we become in our own access. It's important to know who represents that for us, and the people around us which reflect, because we reflect with our vibration, we attract with our vibration. Also want to add, whatever I say, if it resonates, wonderful. If it doesn't, always ask yourself, if something's not resonating with you, why? Especially if it's a trigger, because there's always some learning and some growth that we can all learn from everything, from seeing things from different perspective. But I don't expect everyone to agree with me. I'm not here for that. Just to share the love and hopefully to grow. So with that, let's get into it. So if you're sitting comfortably, I am going to start, because obviously I'm training to do Qigong, with a little bit of a 5-minute Qigong routine, just because I haven't done mine today. You don't have to take part. It'll only be 5 minutes. If you just want to pause or skip forward to the meditation, it will be about 5 minutes. But alternatively, it's the art of effortless power, Qigong. I follow Donna Eden, Alice, who does energy medicine as well, Lee Holden, and a few others, but basically, and I'm learning myself too, but I should do the normal morning routine. So if you'd like to stand, I might have to move my chair out of the way. I have my office now in its new alignment, which is perfect. The energy feels better. So and I've not got a great deal of space here, so don't worry if you've not got great space. But we want to start with shaking, because shaking is one thing that you can do if you're really stressed. If you have a time when you just and everything's starting to overwhelm you, like when I started to sort my house out and there were loads of boxes, I'm like, I'm never going to get it done. And in that moment, you are in your head and your ego's going, ah! So this is what you can do. So just shake, literally, the whole body. And hopefully you don't worry about how you're feeling, looking silly, shaking the head, just kind of let it go. If you can do this for 3 minutes, so if you want to pause the live feed, you can, and you can do it for 3 minutes, but we're just going to let it out. Okay? And then tapping points, just tap. I'm going to add a few of my own, so we're going to tap like with just above the eyebrow, this side. And breathing, tuning into your breath, the totality of our senses at the same time, just below the eyebrow, the eye on the brow, this little bone here, below the chin, the nose, just below the mouth, and then K27 on the thymus. This helps us, this one, primates, to feel the power of this while we're here. Move to the spleen. And while we're here, put your hands on your hips. Let's tune into our emotional intelligence. Feel that power for a moment. Stand in your power. And then kidney thump. Elbows just right to left brain. So if you just march with your feet and then take the opposite hand to opposite leg, just tapping. I'm going to have to move my desk back, I think, a bit further for this to do it properly, but just about enough for me. So, standing, bamboo in the wind for a moment, breathing. Now, I've been working with receiving, and I've had some issues myself with this arm. So this is a really great one for you. You're just tracing down over the ear. We trace the meridian down onto the finger and off, and we do that 3 times. And do both sides. And then tap up and down the same, down the outside 3 times. When you come back up, go over to the other side. Meridians. What we do with the physical touch is we tune into our parasympathetic nervous system, like the shaking. Over energies. Now, if you can, if you don't have any problem with your knees, if do wherever reach, whatever's comfortable. If you can reach down, I can't because the desk's in the way. I'll show you from the side. So if I come down, just reaching down to the floor and breathe as you breathe. Go deeper. Whatever's comfortable, remember, don't listen to your body. Then while you're down there, you're coming up, rolling the hands up, and then spreading that energy out around. And we're going to leave it at there. We're not doing a whole Qigong class. I just wanted you to tune into your body, the physical. So, prayer position. Oh, actually, just one more. It's out to the side. A stretch. Lots of us sitting on computers need to do this one, so just tip your head to one side, breathing out, breathing in, and then rolling the head down on the out breath, bring it over to the other side, and a few breaths on that side. So we're just stretching this part of the neck and the shoulders out. We get very tense when we're on computers, lots and lots of us working from home. Need to do that one more time. Either side, I do. Here, it's up like a pyramid above. You see me. pulls. Breath, breathing in to do the crown pull before we go into our meditation. So just literally pulling the fingers, pulling apart as you go down to the back of the neck. Here, fairly firm pressure, but not painful pressure. Just hanging there for a moment. Circle round, zip up. So you go around the breast 3 times, down to the belly, to the sacrum, basically your belly button, plexus down here. And then starting at your belly button, as you move your fingers to zip up your energies, think about what your daily affirmation is. And I'm going to, arms extended, mine open and receptive to all good, and grateful for whatever challenges come my way, the clarity, and thankful, bringing that to the heart, into seated position. Quick Wayne Cook, so if you can, yes, I need to do my stretches, so putting one knee, let me see if you can't really see, so the knee goes up onto the other ankle. You take the same arm that is leg that's put over, and you pop it onto your toes of the opposite, the foot that you've got, and then the hand that's opposite to that leg, just pull that forward, and you can feel the stretch down here by your buttocks and your thigh, and just breathe that in for a second. And we're crossing over like this, we're crossing right and left brain. Okay, and then the opposite leg. Now, for those of you that follow me, you know I fell down the stairs in December, so this one is slightly tougher, so you might have one leg that's harder than the other. Do whatever you can do, whatever you can manage. You're going to feel the stretch, but don't force it. Effortless power. Okay, release. In seated position, get yourself into a comfortable position so you can see me. Just relaxed and closing the eyes, becoming aware of the breath. Aware of the heat of the energy that we've just created. Aware of your energy, the movement of your body. Just observe your breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. Listening as you tune in to the sounds around you. The music that's in the background is a theta music. The breath reminding me of the sound of the earth, of the waves hitting the shore. Sitting with the body. Okay, let's go more deeply into the totality of our senses. So, what can you hear? The sound of my voice. What external sounds are around you where you are? Don't worry about it being quiet. Just tune in to what you can hear. Breath, the computer monitor. Can you hear traffic in the background? Pets, washing machine, children playing. Listen. Allow your mind to hear and become aware of your environment. And still keep breathing with that. And at the same time, aware of where your eyes are closed. If you have them open, keep them on a fixed position and tune into the colours and textures of what you can see. Otherwise, with your eyes closed, the absence of the light, maybe those little bits that float over your eyes, you can see the inside of your eyelids, dependent on how much light is in the room where you are. How does your body feel? You sit in your posture. Breathe into that. Do you need to roll the shoulders back and breathe? With every out breath, relax the body. Feel where there's any tension. I can feel I still need to stretch more into that side of my shoulder. Listen to the body and those niggles. Become aware of them. Often people think when they start to meditate for the first time that they need to clear their mind of all this. No, tune into it. Listen. Observe. Observe your thoughts. As you breathe, what can you smell? What can you taste? Relaxing the tongue just behind the teeth in this awareness. And rubbing your hands together. And the heat of that friction, that movement, as those particles excited. Just putting them over the heart, bringing that energy to the heart and our intention. Whatever thoughts come up, observe them. Be aware of how you're feeling, the emotion that you're predominantly feeling right now. Just sit with it. Don't feel like you have to let go of anything or have anything happening in your thoughts are blank. That's fine too. If it's a feeling that you feel uncomfortable with, that you don't want to sit with, breathe in and then blow out. Thank you to your emotional guidance system for showing you where you are in this now moment. And wherever you are, that is okay. So let's give monkey mind something to do, moving into some creative visualization and some image therapy. I want you to imagine connecting heaven and earth. And if you wish, you can put one hand up and one hand down. You don't have to. Feeling that heaven and earth. Imagine the light, white light coming down. White light is all light. The colours of the rainbow together make up white. Bringing them to the heart. Breathing that in, coming down from above. Imagine a light beam coming into the top of your head and coming down through the crown chakra, through your third eye, down through the throat, lighting as it goes, meeting at the heart, going down to the plexus and sacrum, the root, the knees, the ankles, and down into the earth. And as you breathe in, breathe up from the earth, coming up. Feel that connection to the earth, coming up through the earth, through your feet. Imagine roots from your feet, just like a tree brings up that nutrients as it connects to the nutrients in the ground, to the dark shadows within us, like the darkness below the earth, the gravity pushing, like a seed that's been planted and sprouting. The pressure of the earth, the pressures in your life, see them like the soil. See all the things that we want to let go of. They are our tools to nurture nutrients of our growth in our life, to propel us, to push us forward. Feel the earth, Mother, comforting, wrapping around you, coming up through your feet, through your knees, to your root, sit bones. Feel the body that is in this 3D realm, physical, tuning into the body as we just did. In balance with breath. Feel what you're feeling, awareness of the body and the part of you that's more than. All meeting in the middle of the heart. And I want you to fill your heart with gratitude by thinking of something that you're grateful for. Even if it's this breath, breathing in and letting go for a second of just blowing things out and breathing in everything that we're grateful for. The air in Latin is in spirite, in spirit. The air around us that comes from the trees, that comes from the sun as it's created in photosynthesis. Feel that. Hold that in your heart. Be thankful. Feeling that emotion, give it a colour. For me, as I'm working with green, I'm going to see the green around me. Green is also for healing. So imagining trees and nature, this light comes through the colour green in nature. Bless me. For sorrow, too, for joy, I was always told. So I breathe that in. And think of something that gives you joy, actually. A moment, a memory, something fun, comedy sketch. Try and just smile. Feel it. It's a smile from the inside. Feel. See if you can smile. Using your body's chemistry to help you physiologically as well as mentally, emotionally. And if you can today, go outside at some point. If you can go barefoot on the grass, to ground. But right now in your imagination, imagine you are barefoot on the grass, in a meadow or a forest. Or if you want, you can step down to a beach, go paddle as I was yesterday, feeling the ocean, the water, the air around you and the ground beneath you, and the fire within you, in your cells, in the movement, the sun, in the light, in the sky. Stay there for a moment and remember this moment. This is your anchor. You can come here wherever you want. You can listen to this as many times as you want, whenever you need it. Right now, imaginary holding hands with each other, with everybody that views this, all others, as they connect to this space within themselves. As the light in me bows to the light in you, as we say namaste, we are one. We are all cells on this planet. As we breathe, so she breathes. The stars in the sky, sometimes heard called Father Sky, the masculine and the feminine in balance. Bringing hands together, rubbing them together again. Place them over your eyes. Take a few breaths for me, becoming aware of your feet, grounded. If you wanted to take some time to journal and space, now would be the time to do this, but just before, just coming down with your hands over the eyes, slowly opening the eyes in your own time. Allow the light to filter through, releasing the hands down over the heart. Breathe, coming back to this now moment. Thank you for allowing me to hold space for you. Bring yourself back into this grounding, back into the room. Look around you with your eyes. Feel the light. Become aware of where you're sitting in this moment. And the breath, grounded in our now moment. Thank you. Thank you for your time. I will see you again next Monday. And if you're joining me at the weekend for the full moon ceremony, I shall have that up on Eventbrite soon. I have lots to do for myself, my own tasks, but I shall do some recordings and maybe keep a record of what it is I do on Sunday. This full moon is a very powerful full moon. It's a blue moon, third full moon in this season, and the second in Aquarius, the expansiveness of Aquarius. So as we are halfway, that point of going over, what is it that you wanted to manifest? What is it you want to bring into the physical? So maybe spend some time right now journaling, thinking about what your intentions were from the new moon. Do some visualization, as we didn't today, we normally do. Allow that into your heart and think of what action you could take to further inspired action. As our challenge this month on my page is inspired action, always taken. Sit with it if you need to. Sit with it if you need to, with your hands on your heart, and ask, soul, what do I need to do right now? Okay, thank you. My love and blessings. I'm off as my family is calling me. I should be just a moment, darling. Have a wonderful week.